Right. So in this class, this is the first day, very first day. If anyone is joining here or coming here for the first time, yes, you are welcome to the place. And in this class, this is actually why I'm calling this a theory revision paper class, something like that. Because, so this benefit is there for the students who join immediately. That means today is 17th September. Right? If a student join this week and next week and the next week, they only get this benefit. Because when we discuss the paper, actually I have learned this concept from great teacher. Right? You know him. His name is Sirimevan. So he's doing chemistry. Right? One of my favorite chemistry teachers. Right? Why? Because I didn't participate I participate zero theory classes of chemistry in my school. I am the first student to do that. I didn't participate any classes because actually there was an argument between me and my chemistry teacher. Due to that reason, I didn't participate. So that is a record because for 2 years I didn't participate any classes. Then actually there was a challenge. One day my chemistry sir, he met my maths sir, and he said one thing, and that was really shocking me. What he was telling, he said, here, you know about this guy, you know about this guy, this is the worst students that I have ever seen. He will surely get 3 F passes for the examination. Right? He was telling in front of me, මේ මිනිස්සයා දන්නවද මේ මිනිහා පන්තියේ ඉන්න නරකම එක මූට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම fail passes 3ක් එන්නේ A level වලට. දැන් මාස 3ක් 4ක් ඇති exam එකට තව. So there are only 4 months left for the examination. I got that credit, right? I got that credit from him. So I was really upset that day. Actually, I thought if I got F passes, it proves his statement. Therefore, I thought I should not get F pass, especially for chemistry. I should get a better result. So then I was searching for a teacher, and I couldn't. I was not right. I was not a fan of these teachers because of my actually my classmates are really fan of some teachers. They are dedicated teacher. They found them like within their A-level years, but I was just loitering here and there, and I couldn't find a teacher even. Then I accidentally, or fortunately, accidentally went to the Casey research class. It was kind of, so I think that still he's doing teaching, lecturing. So I have seen some comments given by the students. Most of the students are really afraid to be in his class, especially in the front seat. The mama samane mata tibba purudda in A-level classes, when I go to group whole classes, when the session when the session is boring, I used to stand up and move away from the class. පිටිපස්සම පෙළී ඉන්නවා නිකන් කම්මැලි වගේ නැගිටලා යනවා. ඒකේ ඒ දවස්වල තිබ්බ ලෙඩක් මොකක් හරි. සමහරට ඔයගොල්ලන්ටත් තියෙනවා දැන් මේ ලෙඩේ. දැන් මගෙන් ඔන්ලයින් ජොයින් වුණාම කම්මැලි වගේ නම් ලෙෆ්ට් වෙනවා. right ඒකේ තමයි අපිත් දැන් ඔයාලට ලෙෆ්ට් වෙන්න ලේසි පේන්නේ නැහැ නේ අපිට. ඒ දවස්වල ලෙෆ්ට් වෙනවා කියන එක ලේසි නෑ, ගුටිනෝක ලෙෆ්ට් වෙනවා කියන එක සෑහෙනම. ඉතින් මේ බයයි ඉතින් අතට. මම ගිහිල්ලා ඉස්සරහම පෙළී ඉඳගත්තා. මොකද මම දන්නවා මගේ හැටි. මට මගින් නැගිටලා යන්න හිතෙන ඉඳලා මම ඉස්සරහම ගිහිල්ලා ඉඳගත්තා. I was in the front seat and I was also afraid. But in the first day itself, how he was doing his revision class, he got a question. He gave us a paper in the early morning, 6 a.m. that days, or 5 a.m. පහට හරි 6ට හරි දෙන්න උදේ පාන්දර paper එක. Then normally he will finish the paper. The students are doing the paper. Students will finish the paper within 1 hour. After that, he will start discussing the paper. When he is discussing the paper, he will go through the theory, and so actually one question will be discussed around 30 minutes sometime. Ek question ekak විනාඩි 30ක් විතර discuss කරනවා. Right? What he was doing? He was doing the surrounding theory as well. I didn't have any theory lecturer, but through his class, I just participated in his class for 3 months, and I got a B pass for chemistry. Right? That is surprising. I got B pass for chemistry, just participating 3 months for the. So that is what I am telling, right? That is what I am telling. So always, so be prepared. Be prepared and be like dedication is must here. You have to work little hard. And while discussing this, one more thing, right? When I'm telling things in Sinhala, don't worry, I'm repeating the same thing in English. Sometimes you may think that some things like I'm telling in Sinhala, you will not understand that. But the thing is, I will repeat that in English as well. So don't worry about that, right? Okay. Let's begin, right, without delaying much time. I just gave the background story because you also, some students are here just within few months they want to learn the syllabus. Don't worry, you have come to the right place, and don't worry, you will learn that. And so this benefit is there exclusively there for the first 3 week students. After that, I will reduce the amount of theory that is, because this question will be there in next paper also, 2019 paper also, in the 20 paper also, 21 paper also. When I'm discussing 2020 paper, I will not discuss much theories. Therefore, if you have friends and family members, whatever, right, ask them to join little earlier to this class if they want to cover the syllabus, right? This is another way of covering the syllabus. Okay, let's discuss the first question and begin. Consider the following 3 numbers in decimal, octal, and hexadecimal notations respectively. So you can see there are 3 numbers given, and which of the above is equivalent to this number in binary notation? They're asking about that. Today we have discussed the number systems in 2024 theory class. If you need strong theory, my recommendation is join 2024 theory class as well. Right. Okay, there are 3 number systems. So they are asking which of the above are equivalent to this. Make it a samanya. Which of the above are equivalent to this number in binary notation? That means you need to know how to convert binary to hexadecimal, binary to decimal, and binary to octal. Actually, binary to octal and hexadecimal is very, very easy. Binary to octal and hexadecimal is very, very easy. I will give you 2 tables. So this, let me quickly go through the theory part. Binary number systems are basically base 2 number systems. Base is 2, digits are 0 and 1. Always it doubles when it go here. The power is increasing by 1. From this point to this point, the power is increasing by 1. 1 to 0, 1 to 3. The value is increasing by 2 times. 1 into 2, 2 into 2. Is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. Value is increasing by 2 times. Here power is increasing by 1 time and value is increasing by 8 times. Octal, 8 times. And here power is increasing by 1 time, the value is increasing by 16 times. That is the nature of hexadecimal, right? And it is reverse for the other side. That means when power decreases, it divides by 16. 4096 divided by 16 is 256. Then the power will reduce from 3 to 2. 16 to the power 1 is 16. 16 divided by 16 is 1. 16 to the power minus 1 is basically 1 divided by 16. So likewise, it is divided by 16. That is the nature when it is going other side. These are the 4 number systems with the respective symbols. So since I have discussed the same lesson today morning, I'm not going to repeat the lesson because not morning today in the earlier session. I'm not going to repeat that session because there is an ongoing class. You can come to that and learn particular part. Anyway, that is about the number systems. But there is a short way of converting these numbers. The shortened way is this. You can see this octal table. You can quickly copy this down or write this down. Understand the table, how it goes. The table goes like this. Table goes like this. Please understand. So it's toggling. It's toggling the value. 0, then 1, 0, then 1, 0, then 1, 0, then 1. That is this digit. Then 00, 11, 00, 11. That is the second digit. Third digit 4041. Understand the pattern. This is how the octal to binary table works. Octal to binary table octal has 8 digits now. 0 to 7, 8 digits. Octal has 8 digits. 0 to 7. So respective binary value is written as a pattern. Actually, what should you do? Real conversion. In real conversion, you have to take the number. Let's say you want to convert 3 to binary. You will take 3, divide 3 by 2. This is the standard method. 3 divided by 2 is 1 remaining 1. 3 divided by 2 is 1 remaining 1. Again, 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2 is 0 remaining 1. Then you will take from bottom to top. The value is 1, 1. You can see here, value is 1, 1, or you can say 0, 1, 1 also. That is the normal division method. That is how you convert any number system to binary number. Okay, let's take another 6. How do we convert? You write 6, divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3, remainder 0. 3 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 1. So 3 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 1. And that divided by 2 is 0, remainder 1. 0, remainder 1. And then you read from bottom to top. So it is 1, 1, 0. That is here 1, 1, 0. This is how normal division method applies. But here we are not going to apply that division method. We are going to directly apply the table. So that is easy. So you have to write the table using toggling method. Toggling method means interchange it. 0, 1. Then after 0, then 1. So after 0, again 1. After 0, again 1. This is the last digit. Least significant digit, the smallest digit. So that is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Then the second digit, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. The third digit, or the most significant digit, 4 zeros, 4, 1. And you will get all the 8 numbers converted. And similar way, you can write hexadecimal digits. So see the hexadecimal table in the left side. So see the same pattern applies same way. So hexadecimal has 16 digits. Hexadecimal has 16 digits. You are writing this downwards. Then again the toggling method. Toggling method 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 16 times. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 16 times. 0, 0, 1, 16 times. 4 zeros, 4 ones. 4 zeros, 4 1. Again, now you know how it works, right? 0. Then double of that is 2. Double of that is 4. Double of that is 8. It always doubling. 0, double of that. 2 times of that, 00. 2 times of that, 4 zeros. 2 times of that, 8 zeros. Then 8 ones. Okay, you are done with this. So these 2 tables you need to have ready in your before the paper. My recommendation: you are given the rough paper in the examination. You will be given the rough paper. So what you need to do when rough paper is given? So quickly write down these 2 tables. You can't write this at home and go. No, you can't write it because then like it's copied. You cannot write this at home and go for the examination. What you need to do? Rough sheets will be given at the initial stage before the examination. Once rough sheet is given, take a rough sheet, quickly write down, because you cannot remember this. If you can remember this better, but better write down this. Okay, these 2 tables are needed. Then we can convert binary to octal, binary to hexadecimal, hexa to binary, and hexa to octal. 4 conversions are done with this table. What are the 4 conversions? You can convert binary to bin to oct, or binary to octal conversion is possible. Binary to hexa conversion is possible. Hexa to binary conversion is possible. Hexa to octal to binary conversion is possible. And not just that, using this you can convert octal to hexa and hexa to octal also. So it will support 6 types of conversions. These 2 tables will help you 6 types of conversions. Therefore, it's very important. And this is important in networking. This is important in HTML section. This is important in the number system. So it is not a waste. Just write down, just for fun. And logic gates too. For 4 lessons, it's useful. Binary, logic gates, then HTML, and then networking. For 4 lessons, this is useful. Okay, right. You can send me the answer. Meanwhile, you can send me the answers. Okay, right. Now this is the one. How then the next part? How do we convert? How do we convert this? Let's refer to the paper. How do we convert decimal to binary? It is by dividing the number. 231, you can divide by the number and find this. Right, let's divide by first, that you don't have a shortcut. 231, you have to divide, no shortcuts. So let's do that first. I'll explain, but you can send your answer also. 231 divide by 2, when you divide by 2, the answer will be divide by 2. 231 divide by 2, 100, here 1, here 15, and remainder 1. And again divide by 2, that is 115, this is 0 here, then 11, this 5, sorry, 11, yeah, 11, there's 5, 15, 7, and remainder 1, and again divide by 2, and this is 2, 17, it is 17, 8, then again remaining 1, divide by 2, and this is 14, remaining 0, and divide by 2, again, then now it is 7, and remaining 0, divide by, so when they are 7, you know the answer, right? 7 is what? 7 is 111. You don't want to divide even. That is what I said. If you know in numbers, you can find the answers. Here 14 is 1110. But let's divide, it's okay. 3 and remaining 1, and divide by 2, then 1 and remaining 1, divide by 2, and 0 and remaining 1. So the answer will be, so you have to take from bottom to top, read in bottom to top, 111 00 111. So that is for 231. 111 00 111. So okay, that is for 231. So 111 00 111. That means it's matching with A. What about these two? You have to write 3 by 3 and look at the table. This says 7 in the table, and this is 4 in the table, and this you can add a leading 0 to this. 0 1 1 is 3 in the table. 347 in octal table. Look at the table. You know the answer is 347. This is correct. This is correct. Let's see the hexa table also. In order to find this hexa table, what you need to do, you have to write, take 4 by 4. This 4 is 7 because hexa table has 4 4. This 4 is 14. 14 means E7. So that is this one. All three are correct. The answer is 5. Right, all three are correct. The answer is 5. I think how many of you have given that? Okay, yes, 3 students has given. Answer is 5. Others also try, right? So you can do it. But you have to be very quick in finding out the answers. Right? That is easy question. But the next time, I will not explain this way, right? That is why I said the first come will be first serve. Because I have already explained the theory now. I have given the theory lesson, all are done. Now you know how to find the answer. So I'm not going to give the answer next day. I'm not going to tell this theory next day, right? So that is how we are doing, we are covering the theory, okay. For the, and see here, so if you want to copy down this soon, this is what, take a screenshot quickly. These are the two tables. Here in the hexadecimal table, we have to consider 4 digit by 4 digit. Each 4 digit will be considered in hexadecimal table. That is why I took 4 by 4. You have to start from the, okay, let's take some examples. 1 0 here, 1 0 0 1, this number. How to convert this to hexadecimal? Take last 4 first. Antima hatara, last 4 first. 0 1 1 1 0 1, sorry, 0 1 0 0 is 4 here. 0 1 0 0 is 4. Next is 1 0 0. You can put a lead in 0. You can put a lead in 0. 0 1 again. This is 4. This is 44 in hexadecimal. How to convert this to octal? 1 0 0 1 0 0 0. How do we convert this to octal? You have to take 3 by 3 this time. This 3 in this table is 0. This 3 in this table is 1. This 3 means you have to add 2 leading zeros. In this table is again 1. So 1 1 0 in octal. That is how the conversion happens. Anything unclear? You can ask. If anything unclear, you can ask about the conversions and deconversions. Okay, we will get similar questions. Definitely we will get a question in 2022 paper, 23 paper, and 24 paper. Right? Be prepared for that question. That is easiest question. You can redo, you can rework. Rework means you can deconvert that and see back again. If you have any doubt, convert back again. E7. E7. Refer to the table. What is E7? E7. E means, E is 14, that is 1110. 7 means 0111. Okay, you got the answer. Deconversion, other level, 347. So what is 3? 3 in table is 011. 4 is 100. 7 is 111. So this is also similar because lead in 0 you can forget. This is also similar. So all three are similar. Okay, question number 2 is to you. I'll give you time. You have 2 minutes. Go through this question soon, convert the number, tell me the answer. Now it's your time. I will explain the theory, how to convert the decimal part, but your time. You take the time, within 2 minutes, provide me the answer. Right. What is the decimal equivalent to binary number? The given binary number is there. So asking what is the decimal equivalent to that number? Question number 2. Nituli has given the answer. Varun has given the answer. Situm has given the answer. Others, I think, still waiting. So I can wait for them, but let's. I hope that still we are in the first stage. No, some of you might not know how to convert that. First of all, convert the. Anyway, you can guess this. No, you can guess the answer. That should be 53. Why? Why this answer should be 53? So directly you can say without any calculation, you can say the answer is 53 point something. How you can tell that? So these are examination tricks. This is bonus thing that you are learning in the syllabus. These are examination tricks. You can directly tell this is 53 by looking, because there are 2 answers now, 53 point something, 54 point something. You can say it is surely 53 without any calculation. Why? The reason is this digit. Reason is this digit, right? So if you have the last digit 1, definitely your answer will be odd number. Last digit 1 means your answer is odd number for sure, 100%, 200%, 300%, 500% sure. The answer is odd number. Why? All others are 2 to the power numbers. These 2 to the power numbers are even numbers. 2 is even number. 4 is even number. Here, 2 is even number. 4 is even number. 8 is even number. 8 into 8 is 16 is even number. 32 is even number. 32 into 32 is 64 is even number. 64 into 64, 128 is even number. 128 into 128, 256 is even number. 256 into 256, 512 is even number. 512 to 512, 1024 is even number. If keep going, so these are the powers, 2 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have written up to the power 10, but you can continue up to even up to 20 to the power 2 to the power 20. You will get all even numbers, but 2 to the power 0, that is odd number. 2 to the power 0 is odd number. When you add these odd numbers to other even numbers, 2 plus 1 is 3, 4 plus 1 is 5, 8 plus 1 is 9, 16 plus 1 is 17. So 32 plus 1 is, let's add 2 numbers. 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 6 plus 1, 7. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 1, it is 13. If you have this digit, this is a bonus. If you know this digit, if you have this digit, surely the answer is odd number. If you have this digit is 0, if this digit is 0, this is examination trick. If this digit is 0, definitely the answer is even number. So you have 2 answers. One answer is even, the other answer is odd. This bit is 1, so answer is surely odd. So that is one thing. The second thing, you have some decimals, it cannot be 0. You have some decimals, it cannot be 0. So this is not the answer. This is also not the answer. This is not the answer. This is not the answer. This is not the answer because it is not 0. Now you have two answers. Then tick tock, right? Tick tock and pick the answer. So if you don't know the calculations, right? That is, if you don't know the calculations. But if you know the calculations, do the calculations, right? So then you know here 2 to the power 0 is 2 to the power 0. So how it goes? 2 to the power, like let's start from here to 1, 2 to the power 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 to the power 5 is 32. 2 to the power, then you have 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power 4 is 16. Then you don't have 0 here. 2 to the power 3, 8s you don't have, 0. 2 to the power 2, 4s you have, 4. 2 to the power 2 you don't have. 2 to the power, sorry, yeah, 2 to the power 1. Here 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 4, 3, 2, 1, and 2 to the power 1 you don't have, 0. 2 to the power 0 is 1. Then 2 to the power minus 1 is 1 divided by 5 is 0.5. 2 to the power minus 1, 1 divided by 5 is 0.5. Then 2 to the power minus 2 is that divided by 2, 0.25, half of that. So likewise it continues. Half of this is 16, half of that is 8, half of that is 4, half of that is 2, half of that is 1, half of that is 0.5, half of that is, then add these two numbers, you will get 7, 5, the answer will be this. So these are the digit values, right? 32, 16, 0, actually 8s are not there, that is why 0. 4s are there, that is why 4. 2s are not there, that is why 0. 1s are there. Then 0.5s are there. 0.25s are there. Add them together. 32 plus 16 is 48, plus 2 is 52, plus 1 is 53, plus 0.5, 53.5 plus 2.5 is 53.75. So answer is this. You have given the answer, and I explain how to find the answer also. The answer is number 3. Okay, which of the following describe the term telecommuting? Read it. Sometimes you might see telecommunication, teleconferencing. Don't read half away. This is telecommuting. Telecommuting. Tele means something in the distance, something far away from you, from something far away. Television. The vision is away from you. It is not in front of you, but you are viewing something away from you. Television. Telegram. You are getting a message from distance. Telephone. You are getting a call from distance. Telemedicine. You are getting medicine from a distance place. Teleworking is called telecommuting. Teleworking. You are working from a distance. Teleconferencing. Having meetings from the different location. Distance location. Teleconferencing. What else? Telepathy. Right? This is not a kind of technology. Telepathy, the most of the Indian guys doing this. You can also try. So when moon is there, they are looking at moon. Okay, let's say boyfriend and girlfriend. This is a boyfriend. So he's in maybe Mumbai or some other city, a far away place, cannot meet his girlfriend. So upset. He's looking at moon, and at the same time, this was there when mobile phones were not there. The people who doing like something like this. Then the girlfriend. Okay, she's from some other city. Maybe let's say Pune, some other city. She cannot meet the boyfriend, so upset about the situation. So she's also thinking what to do. She's also looking at moon. Both are communicating with moon. Kind of funny, but they're doing. Both are communicating with moon. Hey moon, so I cannot meet my girlfriend. This. Please pass my message to her. So hey moon, I cannot meet my boyfriend. So likewise, both are communicating, looking at moon. This is called telepathy, right? Telepathy, reading mind from distance. That is also there, but that is not technology. That is a trend, some kind of other thing, right? It's not a technology. Anyway, tele means something distance. Ability to employ, perform duties conventionally from different geographical location using modern technology is called telecommuting. That is correct. This is number one. Having online meeting, that is teleconferencing. Using ICT for commuting, no, what's that? Using web-based application for receive information, no, not that either. Performing financial transactions online, no, it's not telecommuting. Okay, answer is number one. Right? How many of you got the correct answer for question number 3? 1. Netuli. Oh, Situm, I think you need to work a little hard on that. So forget that. Okay, no one else given the answer. Wonderful. Why is that? Right? You have to try. So you are doing A-levels, not me. You have to work a little hard. Okay, question number 4 and 5. Shall we do this? Shall we try to do this? Don't be afraid. Mehemai. So in A-level, if you cannot answer what you're going to do, Puti, you will guess. TikTok, right? You will guess it. TikTok, get the answer. Guess it, right? Because I'm not going to tell you something. I'm not going to criticize your answer. You are still students. And you are going to face the examination, Puti. Don't be like that. At least guess the answer. Because in the exam, you have to do that. Don't keep this unanswered. Guess the answer and tell it. Okay, 4 and 5. Guess the answer at least. If you don't know, get everything. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Count 1 to 10. Pick an answer. Send it to me. If it works, you are lucky, right? You can test your luckiness. Consider the following statement. Word size is the number of bits processed by the CPU of the computer as single action. For instance, word. CPU word. This is in the architecture part. Word is actually, so the length of number of bits, or the count of the total number of bits taken in a single instant. That is called word length or the word size. So normally, earlier days computer word size was 8-bit. Those were small computers, only took 1 8-bit at a time. Then computers took 16-bit. So that was the word size after that. Actually, in the recent past, computers took 32 bits. That is mentioned in basically when you try to install application or software, right? It mentioned what kind of software that you need, what kind of software that you need to download. Do you need 32-bit software or 64-bit software? Right, when you are trying to download, okay, let's go to one example and see this. Practically, these are applicable. You know these things, but only thing is you don't know as a theory. So let's say you don't want to download LibreOffice Writer, you want to download that. When you go to the download page, it will offer you few versions. Mac OS, that is my one. So it is asking whether you need 32-bit Windows 32-bit version. Or it will ask whether you need Windows 64-bit version. This is actually by considering the word length. The number of bits processed at a time. That is called word length. Number of bits processed at a time is called word length. So here, in this question, so word length is types of number of bits processed by the CPU of a computer in a single action, single instant. Number, okay, correct. Data bus width and the register widths are directly related to the word size of the computer. Data bus width means number of bits traveled through the data bus. Means data bus, the bus is actually the path that data travels from processor to the random access memory or processor to the memory. So if data travels through that is data bus. Register size is basically register width is number of bits stored in the register. That has a relation. Yes, if 32 bits is taken for the processing, direct or indirect, if 32 bits is taken for the processing by the processor, the register should store that 32 bit. Register capacity should be 32 bit. And the bus width, the number of bits travel through a path simultaneously is bus width. that is also 32-bit. So these are related. You can tell that is also correct. Word size of the modern general purpose computers are either word size of the modern general purpose computer 32-bit or 6. That is also correct. All three are correct. So it's number 5. Answer is number 5. That is for the question. And so what's your answers? Netuli, question number 4, 5, very good. Okay. Varun, okay, 4, 5, very good. Yes. Zai, question number 4, didn't you try that? 5, yes, Zai, correct. Yes, you are doing well. So why you think that you cannot do? I wonder, you are doing very well. This is unlike other classes. So I don't know whether you have done this paper. Don't copy from the marking scheme. Don't cheat me, because ultimately you will be cheated in the examination. If you are not doing that, if you are doing this by using, just referring to your knowledge and doing this, I'm really happy. You are doing well. But don't just satisfy me by looking at the answers, because I am even not looking at this marking scheme. So don't look at the marking scheme and try to answer, and don't remember the answers. That is also utter foolish thing, because this paper and this question and also this order of answers you will never get. Don't remember the answer. The students will remember. That's the Harte 2018 question number 4. Answer is 5. They remember that. I don't know why. Don't do that. Okay, you have given the correct answer for the question number 4. Everyone has given the correct answer. Very good. Question number 5. Consider the following statements. In public key encryption systems, each pair of communicating entities share the single key for encryption and decryption mode. Public key is basically using 2 keys. Phishing is a type of, I'll explain this, right? Don't worry, I'll explain the lesson. Phishing is a type of social engineering attack often used to steal user data, such as username, password. Just phishing. Phishing is like phishing. Phishing is like phishing. They're trying to trap you. Port scan is a method used by attackers to identify the open ports and services of the network host. Port scanning is a method used by the attackers to identify the open ports in the network. Yes, correct. Digital signatures can be used for email authentication. Yes, correct. All 4 are correct again. So what's your answer? B, C, D only. Why A? A is wrong. Yes. Oh, sorry. My God. A is in public key encryption systems, so each pair of entities are shared single key. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Sorry. I missed that. Thank you. It's wrong. So let's put otherwise. This is correct. Phishing. Port scanning. Yes, correct. Digital signatures. Yes, correct. Then other than A, other 2, B, C, D. B, C, D only. So answer is 4, right? Answer is 4. Let me explain the theory behind this now. So we need to know the theory as well. No? Just know the theory. Knowing the theory is also required. So your answers are correct. Question 4 is correct. Varun, yes, 4 is correct. Yes, 4 is. You know, I don't know why you are coming to this class, right? You know the answers. So you can write the examination. So no need to come to the class. Don't pay me. So do the examination. You are good. Okay, public key encryption. So there are several types of encryption. I'll use Python to demonstrate this. Make it little interesting. Add more thing. Python. Okay, let's have a file. So initially, the first type of encryption is called Caesar cipher, or you can say substitution method. Substitution method is actually what is encryption? Encryption is if you write a message like hello, you are converting that to some other message which is unreadable to a middleman. This was recordably began, sometimes it's even before that, but records are there in Julius Caesar's time. Caesar has a problem. Caesar's army. Actually, Caesar was sending messages to his army soldiers about war secrets, but the problem was enemies captured Caesar's messengers and read the message. This was headache to Caesar. So what Caesar did? Caesar, instead of writing plain text messages, Caesar has jumbled, or Caesar has substituted the letters. H, let's say H can be substituted with some other letter H. Let's say next letter is I. H-I. E-F. L is L-M. L-M. O-P. So If this is the original, or we can call plain text, and if this is the complicated text, or this is the encrypted text, or this is called ciphertext, or unreadable text, converting from plain text to ciphertext is known as encryption. Converting from ciphertext to plain text is known as decryption. What Caesar was doing? Caesar was encrypting his original message and generated ciphertext and sent with the messenger. Then the enemies captured the soldier, but the problem is Caesar's message couldn't be read directly because it is something substituted. The letters were substituted, so it was difficult to read the message and understand it. But in the other hand, when this message is received by the receiving party, that is Caesar's original soldiers, they could decrypt that and read the original message. They had the algorithm. That is what done in the substitution method. Substitution means replacing character by one another character. But substitution as a problem, it is guessable. So let's do substitution very quickly using Python. Right? Substitution very quickly using Python. Okay, how can we do the substitution? So this needs few lesson knowledge. So you need knowledge from the lesson number 2, character representation. In Python, it is possible to get the represented character. That means you can get the character value of a given letter. ORDA will give the value of letter A, it is 65. ORDB will give the value of letter B, 65, 66. And if it is simple letter, the value is 97. And this, no need to remember these values. So likewise, any character has a value. This is basically we have learned in character representation, ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. We have learned any character has a value in ASCII system because computers know values. Computers cannot understand characters. It knows the values, and these values are then converted to binaries. This is what the ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, ASCII table is. You can see this. Every character has a value. This is US ASCII, and letter A is here. Letter A has value 100 from this side, that is here, 100 from this side, 0001. Okay, I'm doing few lessons today. Therefore, I will not be able to discuss 10 questions, but at least I will make sure I will cover few lessons today. So this is what you have to read like this, the ASCII table. So from this side, it is 100, that is 4. And from this side, it is 0001. Okay, how you represent this? The value, binary value is 1000001. Can you convert binary to decimal? You know the conversion method. You have 1s here, 2s here, 4s here, 8s, 16, 32, 64. You have only 64s. You have only 64s. And you have only 1s. 64 plus 1 is 65. That is the character value of letter A. But ASCII has 7-bit code, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 3, here 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. How many characters ASCII can represent? With 7 digits, how many characters ASCII can represent with 7 digits? Yes, Situ. How many characters? Netuli, how many characters that ASCII can represent with 7 digits? Yes, anyone? Can you tell me? There are 7 characters, 7 bits in ASCII. How many characters ASCII can represent? Don't count. Now you're starting 2 to the power 7. Yes, correct. 2 to the power 7, 128. Because there are 7 digits So the number of characters it can represent is 2 to the power 7. That is 120. If you count that, you will get that. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Likewise, if you keep counting, you will get 128. But that is not the way that you know. So since you have, let's refer to the table that we learned. If there are 2 characters, 2 bits, 1, 2, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 4 representation. If there are 3 bits, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There will be 8 representations, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 1. 3 bits, 8 representation. 4 bit, 16 representation. We learned in the previous lesson also. 2 bit, 4 representations. 3 bits, 8 representations. 4 bit, 16 representation. So 7 bit 2 to the power 7, 128 representations. So this is enough to represent English characters only. Therefore, there were other systems introduced. Unicode is one solution. Unicode has 16 bits. Unicode, 16 bit. How many characters Unicode can represent? Actually, there are 2 versions. One Unicode version has 32 bit, another version 16 bit. Anyway, Unicode having 16 bits. Now, how many characters? 2 to the power 16. Closer to 2 to the power 16 is closer to, yes, 65,000. 2 to the power 16 is closer to 65,000. So if you check the Unicode table, so you will see this is very large table. You can see this Unicode table. 65,000 characters are there in the Unicode table. This is only half. I think this one is, oh, not that. You can just go to the full Unicode table in Wikipedia and you just go through that. That is a very large, very large table in, so they are in the Wikipedia, I think that is available. Here, list of Unicode characters. It is 65,536 characters. Very large range. Therefore, Unicode can represent singular characters, English characters, Tamil characters, Mandarin characters, you name it. It can represent many characters in Unicode. Okay, these are the common digits in Unicode, different languages, characters. You can see these are the, okay, it's a very lengthier table and it can represent many characters, 65,000 characters. Malayalam, Kandana, Telugu, Oriya, Sinhala, Bengali, Tamil, you name it. Right? Anyway, due to that reason, it has large value range. Now, you know it. So let's move to the question. So, and the implementation in Python. So RD is converting, CHR is converting the character back. So I need to write substitution algorithm now. CHR is getting the character back. I need to write substitution and I need to get input from the user. So I'm telling X or my, let's say, message or plain text. Plain text is what is read from the user input, enter a text. I'm getting a text. So I need to go through each and every character and get the character value. That can be done for character in this plain text. I can repeat. I'm applying a repetition and let me print the value of each or RD of each character. And so let's save this code. Question number 5 in 2018 paper. Let's run this. Okay, it's giving me a prompt to write. I need hello. How are you? This is my message. And it's converted. You can see each and every character is converted to this character code. Okay, I want to write this horizontally. I'm writing ending with space because I don't want to write this vertically, ending with space, not ending with new line, ending with space. Let's run it again. Hello. How are you? Okay, you can see the characters. Here you can see 111 is few times. appearing few times, 111 appearing few times, 32 is appearing few times, 32, 32, 32. These are suspectable, right? Sometimes 32 is showing the space. Therefore, this algorithm can be guessed anyway. I need to add 1 to this. I need to add 1 to this. I need to print this. And also I need to add 1 to this number. So let's do that. Running this again. Put in the same message. Hello, how are you? Put in the same message, but you will get 1 more than this previous. 104 is 105 now, 101 is 2 now, 8 is 9 now, 8 is 9 now. Likewise, it's added 1 value. Okay. I need to convert that back to a character. CHR. I need to connect that back to a character. So Julius Caesar's difficult task is now automated. What is automated? Julius Caesar's difficult task is now automated. It's not difficult actually. Automated. Hello, how are you? Oh, you are getting something. This is your message. Actually, you can guess these are spaces, but this is the message. I need Caesar's message to be converted to more difficult set of characters. Unreadable, jumbled. I'm adding 3200, a bigger number. Hello, how are you is my text. Sorry, let me run it again. Hello, how are you? My text is getting some, what is this? Don't know, jumbled characters. So 3400, maybe some singular characters might appear. So let's run this. So anyway, this is Unicode, right? It uses Unicode value. When I convert this, now you can see, this is what you are getting. This is what you're getting. So this can be done. But anyway, this can be guessed, easily understood. This can be guessed. Let's say a hacker is there. Hacker is trying to hack Julius Caesar's algorithm. Actually, Caesar was not using computers anyway. But anyway, some hijacker, hacker, try and man in the middle, try to understand what is here. He guessed that. He guesses. Okay, normally characters are 5 letters, or words are 5 letters, 3 letters. But this is, I suspect this. It seems this is space, right? Okay, let's guess. I need the character value, sorry, ORD of this character. I'm a hacker. I'm trying to find the character value of this. I need the character value of this. It says 3432. Now I need the character value of space. Character value of space. That is 32. Then now the problem is like there is a gap of 3400. Then that person might have added 3400. Let's try the decryption algorithm. I'm a hacker. I'm now trying to get these characters. This is what the messenger is sending me. I'm trying to hack that. I'm trying to get the ciphertext. Okay, I'm writing a function def decrypt. This function will get input. Let's say ciphertext CT, enter a text. Now hacker has guessed the gap. So what about 3400 gap? Because 32 is space and I suspect this is space. So then having bigger number won't work, right? Having a bigger number, initially you cannot read the message, that is true. But having a bigger number, but you can, if you know the gap, you can decrypt. How to decrypt? You can print for let's say A in this CT. I'm rewriting another code. This time I suspect that. I'm a hacker. I suspect that the gap is 3400. Therefore, I subtract 3400 from the character code. I'm getting the character ORDK, the character. I'm subtracting 3500, converting back to the character, presenting back. That is my decryption algorithm. Let me run this. And the first time when I'm running this, hello, how are you? I'm getting the encrypted text. Then let's try to decrypt. My function is decryption, and I'm giving this text back. And since I know the gap, What has happened there? CHR is not in the range. CHR, ORDK. What went wrong? CT input, enter a text. Okay. For K in CT, I'm trying to convert ORDK. Okay, let's do like this. I just need ORDK only. I'm not going to do anything. I just need ORDK. Just want to see whether these values. So that. Oh, so what went wrong? Additional bracket. Let's run this. Maybe some error in my code. Okay. Oh, this is not the text that I need. Hello. How are you? Okay, I'm getting the text. Now I'm trying to decrypt. It's asking me the text. I think the problem is space. Yeah, the problem is space that I'm printing. That is the problem. I have printed space. I don't need that space. I'm removing that here. Now my because there are some additional space in each and every text. It's trying to convert 32. That is the problem, which didn't work for me. Trying this. Getting the ciphertext. Trying the decryption. Pasting this without the spaces. The spaces is the problem. I'm getting the text back. Okay, I need to subtract 3400 from this and convert back to a character, CHR. This is my encryption algorithm. Encryption algorithm, that is def. I'm defining as a Python function. Now I have two functions working together. One function is encryption. So let's say encryption. It's asking me the text. Encryption. Asking me the text. Hello. Okay, just write hello. Decryption. Asking me the text. I need to decrypt this. It's hello. I'm getting that back again. So let's try for a long one. Encryption. Hello. How are you? Okay. A decryption. Copy and paste in text here. Right. This is what the substitution is. Actually, substitution has a problem. Right? Substitution has a problem. Def is basically defining a function. Don't worry if you will learn that, right? Def is defining a function. Def is used to define a function. Function, what is the advantage of function? Otherwise, we have to run the code again and again to give input. That is headache. Now I can run this anytime. Encrypt. I need to encrypt. Encrypt, okay. Encrypt something like Sri Lanka. Encrypt it. Already encrypted. Right? So then decrypt it. I can call it again and again. That is the advantage. Having a function, you can call it again and again. To define a function in Python, we are using def keyword. That's it. Okay, this one has a problem. I have written substitution-based algorithm, but that has a problem. The problem is that is easy to guess, easy to hack. So the first type of encryption is substitution, was easy to hack. Then there is another type of encryption that is called disposition, changing the position. Substitution method has a problem, therefore changing the position. Actually, this initial cipher is called monoalphabetic Caesar cipher because Julius Caesar has used that. Monoalphabetic Caesar cipher. Julius Caesar has used that. The second way is disposition, changing the position. Let's say I have a message, hello, how are you? Let me disposition this. I'm writing this downward, H-E-L-L-O, hello, space, how, H-O-W, space, A-R-E, space, U, Y-O-U. So what I have done, I have written the same message downward. Hello, how are you? I have written the message downward. Let's read this horizontally now. Okay. What do you think? Can you read the message? Can you guess the spaces? Can you read the message? What do you think? Is it easy or difficult? This is disposition. I have changed the position of the, I have shuffled the text. I have shuffled the characters, change the position. Is it easy or is it difficult? You have to tell. Easy. Doing this is easy. Reading this is easy. If you know the algorithm, yes. Right? If you know the algorithm, yes. But just directly reading this is a bit a problem. So this position is another method. Later, even disposition could be, so you know the hackers are so smart now. They have found even how to hack disposition. Then people have used substitution, disposition together. Then this was again substituted. This message was taken as a plain text, and using this encryption algorithms, it was the substitute, disposition, and after disposition, substitution was done. Then when decryption, this first time you are getting this jumbled message, right? This is the message that you are getting. This you cannot read directly. You have to substitute and read this. You have some disposition and read this. I hope you understood. You are not talking. I believe that you can understand, right? Can you or cannot? Because I want to do this quickly. This is only one question, but we are spending too much of time. But the thing is, we don't know. Yes, Natuli?
Can understand.
Okay, good. Thank you. Substitution, disposition. The third is they have tried this with a key-based algorithm. Third is we are trying with a key-based algorithm. That is this, right? This substitution, I'm not going to implement this using Python. Then I can implement that because we didn't discuss Python also. If I try to discuss this, I can do that. But the thing is, you will get more confused. But if you know Python, I expect you to try this. You can try this. Okay, the third method is key-based. Hello, how are you is the plain text. So I'm using a key. Key is a secret. Let's use secret key algorithm or the private key algorithm. In the private key algorithm, I'm using a special hidden secret word or text. Word or maybe letters, numbers, anything I can use. Let's say my hidden secret word is what I'm going to use. My hidden secret word is Varun. Okay, Varun is my key. I'm using Varun. Again Varun. Again Varun. Again Varun. No spaces to write. So I'm repeating this character. Varun, Varun, Varun. I'm repeating this until end of this message. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the value of okay, so something like this. Okay, let's say first text. Okay, let's write first text is this. I'm trying text on T1. T1 is equal to this, right? Let me automate this. And T2 is equal to this. This is using my key. T2 is equal to this. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let me comment this part. What I'm going to do this time, I'm writing for character or C in range. C is variable, right? So you can write any variable there. For C in range, length of T1, text 1, length of text 1. I'm getting the character. Okay, encryption ENC encrypted character is equal to I'm getting ORD of T1 character number C plus T2 also. I'm getting the value of okay, ORD value of ORD of T2 so don't be afraid. I'm just using Python to show the power of Python and all, but not to make you afraid, right? Let's learn Python in a different section, like when we are discussing Python questions. So actually, after discussing the first question paper, 50% of the syllabus will be covered, right? So don't worry, 50%, please, closer to 60% of the syllabus will be covered. So T1C and T2C, I'm adding them together, and after adding them together, I'm converting that to a character. CHR, converting that to a character. So what I'm actually doing here, I'm getting the first character and the second character, getting the first character value here. The second, then I'm getting the value of this character also, adding both values together. Then I have a new value. That value I'm converting back to a character. Okay, let's say this is T3. T3 is empty. I'm adding that to T3 string. T3 equal current T3 plus the new character generated, plus the new character is in generated. And after that, after running the for loop, I'm printing. Okay, I can keep printing this. Let's keep printing this. Print. Then you will see how character by character conversion is done. Print the T3, right? Then you see how the character by character conversion is done. So let's run this. Okay, you can see. So this is the first character. H and V added together. H value, V add value added together, then converted to character. The second character, third character, and this is the text that you are getting. Actually, this time, instead of a single character, in substitution, you have just used one character. In substitution, basically, you have used, so you just add a number, one character, 3,400 characters, number, just number, a fixed number. For each character, you have added that fixed number. But here, you are adding a variable number to each character. Actually, that variable number is a secret word. It is known by the encryptor and decryptor only. That is called secret key algorithm. In secret key algorithm, only one key is used. That is what this algorithm means. But public key algorithm is not like that. In secret key algorithm or the private key algorithm, only one key is used. This is example for the private key algorithm. You need to know the key to decrypt that back. If you don't know the key, helpless. You can't get that back. Because decrypting a fixed value won't do the work. Right? Decrypting a fixed value will not do the work. So that is the nature. So you need to know the entire text for the key to decrypt. That is secret key algorithm. But the public key algorithm, that is interesting one. In public key algorithm, in the mathematics is used. Actually, modular arithmetic is used. You have two keys. So one is called public key, the other one is private key. When you lock using this key, let's say this is private key. So it has two keys. One key is called private key, and the second key is called public key. In public key algorithm, both keys are there. Two keys are there. When you use to encrypt using private key, you can't even unlock. That is amazing, right? If you lock using this, you can't unlock using this. To unlock, you need this. If you lock using the first key, you can, I think I have a lesson there in my YouTube channel about the public key algorithm with the calculations and all. You can just look at that. That is not for A levels. I have done that for the degree students, basically, and some master students. Degree students and master students, but that lesson is there. If you are interested in learning public key algorithm, just go to my channel and watch that lesson. Right? So if you lock using public key, you can unlock using private key. This is vice versa. Vice versa means if you lock using public key, you can unlock using private key. If you lock using private key, you can unlock using public key. So that is the nature of this. Okay, therefore, there are two keys used in, okay, so very simple question, but we have gone to the depth. In public key, it's not a single key, it is secret key algorithm. Secret key has only one key. So key is used for the encryption and decryption, but in the public key algorithm, there are two keys. Phishing is a type of social engineering attack. Social engineering means manipulating my mind. I'm trying to hack your mind first. Right? I'm trying to hack your mind first. Maybe I'm motivating or I'm demotivating you by doing such thing. Right? I'm motivating or demotivating by doing such thing. Right? So I'm trying to like get your details by tricking you. Let me show some examples. I have nice examples in my spam box. Okay, Oscar Williams. This is Mr. Oscar Williams. I'm writing to inform you that I have arrived Chicago Midway International Airport with your consignment box worth of sum of 4.8 million United States dollars. Oh my God. So how lucky I am, right? I don't want to do classes from next day onward. So I will cancel all the classes because I will get 4.8 million US dollars. So why I do classes, and it's this boring thing, right? So I can just stay at home and sleep every day. Sleep, eat and drink and maybe walk and all these things I can do with this money. So I'm lucky. So therefore, I would like to reconfirm your delivery address. If I'm greedy, I can write to Oscar Williams and win an Oscar award. I have to write my full name, current home address, nearest airport. This guy is trying to fish me. And see, this email is BCC to me. Blind carbon copy to me means he has sent this message to thousands of other mails too, not just for me. The machine idiot will reply this email, right? So if Oscar William is lucky to find a machine idiot, he will reply to this email to get this 4.8 million and get hacked. So this is the social engineering. Let me show some nice one. So there are some nice examples too, right? Okay. Okay, this one is a tricky one. I'll show that next day, right? John Brown. So what John is again? BCC to me. BCC to me. Blind carbon copy to me. Okay, what was that? Dear friend, I'm contacting you to receive sum of 5 million. This is worth, ne? That was 4.8 million. This is 5 million. 5 million, 5,000, 100,000. 500,000 US dollars, 5.5 million left in the bank by my late client who died with the entire family in a motor accident. Pathetic, sorrowful situation. So died in a motor accident. He bear the same surname with you. So what a coincidence, right? He bear the same surname with you. So my relation maybe. I will give you details upon your response. This is from John Brown, barrister. Right? Okay. So these are the ways. These are only 2 ways. I can show you millions of examples because unfortunately, spam box is erased every 30 days. But there are millions of examples that I can show you. Whole lot tricky attempt to get the personal details, bank details, especially. So those are some tricky attempts. That is it. And that's our paper. Oh, phishing is type of social engineering attackers trying to manipulate us, trying to trick us and get our data. Basically, username, password, bank details. These are sensitive information. Port scanning. There are different ports. For an example, if I'm using my web server, this is my XAMPP web server, and so let me show the preferences. Supports. This server has opened 8888 as Apache port. This server has opened 3306 as MySQL port. Especially when servers are running in the network environment, when servers are providing services, 0 to 65,535 valid ports are available. Defaults are 80 and 3306. So this we will learn in the PHP. We have learned actually in the PHP lesson. If you missed that, don't worry. Still, you can refer to the video in my channel. So PHP lesson is there. So there we have learned not only the PHP lesson, the networking lesson also we have learned about the ports. This is my Apache server. Let me start the Apache server admin and show you the port, importance of the port. If I want to access my server, okay. If I want to access my server, I have to access like this. Localhost 8888 is my server port. Using the port, I have to access this service. If I try to access using a wrong port, I'm trying to access 8,000. and I'm trying to access the web service. Why? This is HTTP. So if I copy this down, it shows this is, paste this somewhere here. It shows HTTP. I'm trying to access hypertext transfer protocol using port 8000, which is unavailable. It denies. It says refused. My connection is blocked. Likewise, in the port scan input, so these hackers are trying to change the port and see whether this port is open, 8002, whether this port is open. They are using tools 8003, whether this port is open. They're trying to trick. They're trying to find the open ports in the port scanning. They are using automated tools to do that. 808888. He will discover web port is open. I can do some attack over there. So checking the port 80, he can check. Mostly these ports are open, right? Port 80 is again web. That is also open. So check in with this service. Not just that, we can check for other services. This is for the web, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. They can check for MySQL ports, different ports they can check. So all the active ports, if you go to your command line, command prompt, you can check all the active port open by typing a command. What is that? Is it ARP? No, not that command. Press it. No. Netstat. Yes. It shows me the open ports. So this is the port number. It shows me the open ports and established connections. You can also type this command in the command line, and there's something called netstat all. You can type this to see all the ports which are open. It will take some time to give you the report. So please type this command netstat all or /all or -all, -all will give you the result. If you have to type this command in the command prompt. Go to command prompt, type netstat -all or netstat /all. It will show all the open ports, and with the protocol TCP, transmission control protocol, with the foreign address with which this connection is established, with which IP, you can see still loading, still displaying. So this way you can see what are the open ports in your machine. We have done this in the networking lesson. Type this command, go to the command line, netstat /all or netstat -all will list you all the ports which are open. Right? Just see them. Just see the statistics. Nothing wrong experimenting these things. It will not do anything to your computer, don't worry. Then digital signatures. Digital signatures use public key algorithm. Right? Digital signature use public key algorithm. It uses public key for signing a document. So basically in this public key algorithm, let me explain this quickly, very quickly. I'm going to explain that. This is very important. In public key algorithm, there are two keys. Basically, let's say Bob is there. Bob is there, and there's another one, Alice. Bob wants to send message to Alice. Bob is having basically two keys. Bob is having Bob's public key. Bob is having, let's say, Bob's public key that is available to everyone. And Bob having Bob's private key. Only Bob knows that. Only Bob knows that. Alice is basically having Alice's public key. Because everyone knows that. And Alice is also having Alice's private key. Both keys are, he's having both keys, Bob's public key, Bob's private. And not Alice public key is also there with Bob because it's a public key, everyone will own that. And actually Bob's public key will also known by Alice. And if there is a hacker called Truder, Truder will have Truder's public key. Truder will have Truder's private key. Truda we have Truda's private key. In addition to that, Bob's public key is also there with Truda. And also Alice's public key is also there with Truda. Right? Bob's public key and Alice's public key is also there with Truda. And if Truda is known to Bob and Alice, then actually Truda's public key will also be there with Alice and Bob both. So this is the situation. If Alice wants to send a message to Bob, Alice uses Bob's public key. Right? Alice wants to send a message to Bob. Alice uses Bob's public key. This can be unlocked only by using, if this message is sent. So I'm using another color to show that. This is Bob's public key. And this is encrypted using Bob's public key and send this. If it is Bob's public key, this can be only unlocked by using Bob's private key, because you know the public key algorithm. If it is locked using public key, can be unlocked using the private key. So Bob's private key is only with Bob. So Bob can unlock. If Truda is trying to hack this conversation, Truda is trying to get this message, but still Truda is not having Bob's private key. Oh, Truda cannot hack. This can only be opened by Bob, because Bob is the only person having Bob's private key. So that is what the public key algorithm. If Bob wants to send message to Alice, Bob will use the message and he will use Alice's public key, because this message is sent to Alice. He used Alice's public key and send this. This can be unlocked only by Alice, because Alice's public key, this is locked by Alice's public key. This can be unlocked by Alice's private key only. So if Truda is trying to hack, Alice's private key is not with Truda's. Truda cannot hack. This is how the encryption happened in this way. Digital signature is other way. Digital signature is other way. Let me make it simple, right? This is not the exact way digital signature happened, but let me explain. This is a very simple way. Digital signature basically, let me undo this. In digital signature, this is the message. Let's say Alice wants to send message to Bob. So this is my message. First, Alice will, I'll use colors again to make it more friendly. Alice use Bob's public key. Bob's public key in this color, right? Alice use Bob's public key to encrypt this message. So only Bob can unlock that. Okay. The only person who can unlock is Bob, because Bob has Bob's private key. He's the only person who can unlock this. Then he will again encrypt this using Alice's private key. So let's use another color. Alice's public key, blue color. Alice's private key. This is again encrypted using Alice's public key. Alice's private key. If it is encrypted using Alice's public key, private key, who can unlock? Who can unlock the first layer? Alice's private key. It is locked using Alice's private key. Who can unlock? Can Truda unlock? Alice's private key is the locking mechanism. Unlocking mechanism is Alice's public key. Can Truda unlock this? Yes or no? Come on, tell me. I have taken more time. Can Truda unlock this?
Yes.
If it is locked using Alice's private key, yes, Truda can unlock. No worries. Truda can unlock. But Truda can only unlock up to this layer. Truda can unlock only up to this layer. After that, Truda is helpless. Why? Now Truda cannot unlock this one. This is Bob's private. This needs Bob's private key. Bob can do both. But Bob can unlock this one, and Bob can first unlock, because Bob has Alice's public key. So Bob can unlock the first layer. because Alice's public key is there, and he can also unlock the second layer because he's having, he can also unlock the second layer because he is having his private key. So this is locked using Bob's public key, so it can unlock using Bob's, the purple color one is Bob's public key, can be unlocked using Bob's private key, can be unlocked using, I'll show this, can be unlocked using Bob's private key. So here Alice's private key can be unlocked using both can, because Alice's public key can be used to unlock this one, and this person is also having Alice's public key, he can also unlock. Actually, but who can lock using the blue color? Who can lock using this? Who can lock using this blue color key? Alice's private key. Only Alice, right? So this will give assurance. This surely Alice has sent the message, because Alice can only lock this using Alice's private key. Alice can lock this using Alice's private key. This will assure that surely Alice has sent the message. So this is called the digital signature. Surely Alice has sent the message. Both Trude will know, Bob will know, surely Alice has sent the message. But the reading the message can be done only by Bob. So this is called the digital signature algorithm. Okay, right. With that, I'll conclude today's lesson. We have learned important stuff related to the security, operating systems, number systems, and also related to the operating system and architecture. So you can see this paper is covering a lot of areas. You cannot just answer if you don't know the things exactly. You can answer, but knowing these things exactly will give you additional support. So next day, you can do something, small favor. Do the question number 6 to question number 13. No need to do more than that. 6 to 13 and come to the class. If you can do the full paper, doesn't matter. But so we have to discuss some certain area. No? We will be discussing from question number 16 to 13 next day, covering the theory part. And then good night. See you all next week. The next class will be same time next week. Good night.